You know, I started my vacation by making a run over to the Wendy Williams show, which was like a dope vibe within itself. A friend of mine said if you watched it with the sound off, it looked like you was talking to a coven.
What?
It's like witches.
Oh, is it because the way you all were sitting?
Because they said the chicks on the show were just mean that day, but that's neither here nor there. But so after I got back from New York doing the Wendy Williams show, I went on another ayahuasca retreat. Now, if you've been listening to the show, I told you about my first ayahuasca retreat, which was like a mind-blowing thing, right? And so in this three-dimensional world that we live in right now, we are only using just so much of our untapped potential. And, ayahuasca is a medicine that has been it's been in circulation for thousands and thousands of years. It's really big in South America. So I have gone on 3 ayahuasca retreats up to this point. And after the first one, I solved a lot of problems I was personally having, just dealing with the loss of my mom, dealing with the loss of my grandmother, and then just even using my energy and powers to help people, and not even help people in a physical sense, but help people in a metaphysical sense. I think I told you a story about the girl who was there and was having problems, and I felt
conceiving.
Yeah, and then
you told her she's gonna have a baby coming soon.
Did I give you the update?
I think you said she's gonna have a baby girl. Did she have a baby? Is
she's
she
having
pregnant?
a baby. She's pregnant.
Oh wow,
that's dope. And I knew that right from there. So all this to say, if you talk to your grandparents,
that's
your great grandparents, they could probably tell you stories that sound like stuff that's straight out of the X-Men about just things that people can do or did back in the days that just sounds just very far-fetched nowadays, because we're so distracted that we're not tapping into our inner God energy. And what ayahuasca does is it creates that conduit between your physical and your spiritual, to where you can do things and tap into things you could never possibly imagine. Even on my second trip, I was able to feel what it felt like being in my mother's womb as a baby. Because when you talk about time and time travel, right? Your timeline, you've already lived, you've already died. Everything has already happened on your timeline. So you could slide up and down that if you know how to tap into that energy and tap into that metaphysical aspect of yourself. Because time is all relative. Time isn't the 60 seconds that we think creates a minute. We have it all messed up. Time is a man-made construct. And people used to say that to me all the time, and I didn't understand it, but I understand it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was what my second retreat was about. And and my third retreat was very interesting within itself as well, because I kind of had a weird breakdown, because I'm an energy dude. And one thing that this whole pandemic messed up was the fact that you didn't get a chance to really entertain the energies of other people, which sometimes can be very taxing on your soul.
Totally.
You know what I mean? But I'm a hugger. And because of the pandemic and just because of just weird things, I don't get enough hugs. And I know that sounds weird to say, but people run on different things. And, sometimes, you have to understand how to love yourself. And sometimes you have to understand that, everybody doesn't necessarily operate on the same frequency and the same energy that you do. But you just have to try to either meet people where they are, just let people initially know what your intentions are. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this show, for instance. I love you guys so much. You know what I'm saying? And you just sometimes I feel hey, are we on the same team? Are we not on the same team? You know what I'm saying? But I have so much love and respect for everybody on this show, and my intentions are sincere. You know what I'm saying? A revelation that I had the other day, and you may find this hard to believe, but you're like the brother I didn't even know I had. And I know you've only been with us for just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But there's something about your energy, Yanni, that I truly, truly, truly rock with. And I appreciate you. I appreciate Nate. I appreciate Dunkus. I appreciate L'Oreal. I appreciate the Remix King DJ AK, even though he operates like Batman. We don't see him. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to just talk to people and just let them know what your true intentions are, so they don't ever get it mixed up or ever get it messed up. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much more that I want to unpack from this particular retreat, because it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'll just leave that there. But with that being said, if you're interested about learning more about ayahuasca, hit me up and I'll put you onto the game. They have you don't have to leave the country to do it. You can do it in America, and they have traveling retreats and whatnot. You know what I mean? So it's I think there's a lot of people who are dealing with PTSD. There's a lot of people who are trying to, maybe kick a drug habit or whatnot, that this can benefit. There's a lot of people who are dealing with loss and dealing with all types of things that this medicine can truly help people out. with. Do your Googles, look it up online, and you'll be surprised what you find out. So shout out to my peoples over there at Kingsmen of the Earth. Shout out to Melissa. Shout out to Taito Pedra, the shaman. And shout out to everybody who knows what I'm talking about.
We are the Morning Hustle.